Ladies and gentlemen, on February 27th, we are having a Pokemon Presents, and this is very exciting, especially if you're a Pokemon fan. They show us hopefully some new gameplay for Pokemon Legends EA, but we have a bunch of leaks and rumors about other potential Pokemon games coming or being shown off that day, and it's all very exciting stuff. So let's just go and get right into this video. Yeah, so that Nintendo Direct that was supposed to happen in February, at the time of recording this video, it has not been announced yet, so I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen. Now, Nintendo could do something really cool and just drop the Direct the same day as the Pokemon Presents and give us a bunch of gaming news, and that really could happen, but at least we know the Pokemon Presents is real, so let's just cover that today, right? We have some crazy Pokemon leaks or rumors or updates or whatever you want to call it. It's all very exciting stuff. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. We are halfway or almost halfway to 16,000 subscribers, and I'm very, very grateful for that. So hit a like and subscribe if you could, and let's just go ahead and get into the video. So a few days ago, I made a video about a potential Pokemon game that could be announced. I don't remember where the initial leak came from. I want to say 4chan possibly, but to give you a recap quickly, it was going to be this Pokemon collection, generations 1 through 3, ports, not like remakes or remasters, just straight ports, and this was going to come in a collection on the Nintendo Switch, and then you could do all these online features, and you could trade Pokemon with yourself, and maybe battle people online, and a few other things. Now, this does sound very exciting, and this is what we have wanted the entire time. As great as that sounds, and this is something we all want, I think if the classic Pokemon games ever do make an appearance on the Switch, they'll probably come over via way of Nintendo Switch Online. I think that would make the most sense for Nintendo to do. I've heard pushback and argues against that, but that's just my 2 cents, right? This Pokemon collection could happen, could not happen. Fingers crossed it does happen, but I don't know how likely that is. Now, we have some huge leaks today, or huge rumors, or I don't even know what you call these things at this point, for Pokemon games that I think are pretty much confirmed to happen. But let's start with a rumor first and then get into a leak from an insanely credible place. First, we have this right here. This popular 3DS Pokemon game could be coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Pokemon Day. And I did not have a 3DS the entire generation. I know some Pokemon games like Sun and Moon and X and Y. Like, I know those, right? And I went back and tried to play X or Y, I can't remember which one. Didn't really like it that much because I didn't like the roller skating part. I know that's such a dumb part of the game, but I just didn't like the roller skating. And I think I started playing Sun or Moon, but then I sold my 3DS because I really wasn't playing it that much. So there probably are other Pokemon games that I missed. This Pokemon game right here, I actually didn't even know existed. The popular puzzle game Pokémon Shuffle could be on its way to the Nintendo Switch Online subscription service, following the renewal of the game's trademark by publisher Nintendo, which has fueled some speculations. The game was originally released for the Nintendo 3DS and mobile devices back in 2015, but they're thinking there might be a Switch port showing up on Pokemon Day. What would you call these games, right? Like Candy Crush type puzzle games, or I have no idea what you would call them, but actually I don't mind games like this. It's basically a generic puzzle game though, just using Pokemon IP, so you're like, oh, I'm moving around Pikachus and Merrills and stuff like that, so it's got more eyes on it. If we're being real here, it's probably not the greatest Pokemon game, but I'll take any Pokemon I can get. And I do think the Nintendo Switch touchscreen is very underutilized, so I wonder if people would play touchscreen using this or just use the Joy-Con controllers. But it seems like it has like little levels you beat, possibly. I don't know. I never played this. I didn't even know this thing existed. But out of all the leaks and rumors we get, this is probably one of the more believable ones, right? This is something that could happen. You know what's crazy that I just thought about? I had a company hit me up to review a game, and the game was a Pokemon game, but it wasn't Pokemon that hit me up directly. It was like a company that represents Nintendo and Tencent and a few other companies, and I think the game was called Pokemon Evolution or something. I'll put it on the screen, but it was I don't know if it was like a mobile game. I think it was a mobile game, but I just said no, I'm not interested in it. I love Pokemon, but I just had no interest in the game. So maybe that will show up at the Pokemon presentation as well, or it might already be a game. I don't know. But yeah, like I was saying, out of all the rumors or leaks or whatever, this one's pretty believable. Now let's get into an actual leak about a massive new Pokemon game that was leaked in those huge Pokemon leaks we called Terra Leaks, I believe. And this leak is coming from pretty much the most prominent gaming leaker of all time. Their track record is, I don't want to say flawless because they've got a few things wrong, but they eventually came right, so maybe just a timing thing. But yeah, their track record is a great track record. When they say something, it's time to listen, right? Piero hints at the Terra-leaked project Synapse being announced in Pokemon Presents. In his Blue Sky, he posted pictures of Synapse. For those not in the know, the Terra leak showed us codenames for Pokemon games, and one of the ones that was found was Project Synapse. Not much was known about it, but the Terra leaker implied it's a multiplayer game and said it was Splatoon-like. Also that it's being worked on by Pokemon Works. So we might be getting an announcement for this multiplayer-focused Pokemon game in the upcoming Pokemon Presents. So if you weren't too familiar with the whole Pokemon Terra leak going on, it was arguably one of the biggest gaming leaks of all time. It was leaking source codes, it was leaking Pokemon lore that was actually like fully insane that I can't believe was wrote out. People or trainers having relationships with Pokemon, and this was the Pokemon team that was writing all this stuff. It leaked canceled Pokemon, early Pokemon that never made an appearance, games that were being worked on and canceled, games that are coming in the future. And this was a game that I think was all but done. Like they were doing quality testing for it, I believe. And to put it simply, it is a Pokemon version of Splatoon. It's not like a one-to-one comparison, but that was the easiest way to describe it. And I think you'll be playing as the Pokemon. So from like a third-person perspective, you are these Pokemon, probably having 5-on-5 online battles. Maybe there's a story mode as well. I'm going to assume there's a story mode as well. But this is pretty crazy stuff. And this had been rumored for quite a while, but it seems like it's happening, and it's actually going to be shown off at the Pokemon Presents. So this, I mean, at least from my standpoint, is very exciting. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I've grown up with the series. I've seen it evolve. I've seen it, unfortunately, devolve a little bit and kind of get off the rails. I think Pokemon moving forward with Pokemon Legends EA is in a good point. I think they've been working on the game and taking all of our criticisms in. And I'm excited when they do little weird stuff like this. It doesn't always hit, but I think there's definitely something here with this. And I think it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. I'm kind of a little pissed off at the Pokemon community currently right now. And it's not so much Pokemon themselves. I guess when I think about it, it's really not the Pokemon community, but I love Pokemon cards. I actually have some sitting on my desk right here that have been sitting here for like a month. I love Pokemon. I love the games, I love the cards, I even love the anime. I love it all. It is damn near impossible to go to a store right now and buy Pokemon cards, strictly because of scalpers. They have truly ruined this hobby. Like, it is the same type of people every time that you see pictures of scalpers posted. It's fat, dumbass, like neckbeards who are just going in, buying up all the stock, reselling it for 5x the price, and unfortunately people are buying the cards. So it is damn near impossible to get Pokemon cards. And now GameStop said they're going to start canceling all pre-orders on Pokemon cards, and you can only go in store and buy them now. That seems like a step backwards to fixing this problem. So hopefully retailers will start limiting people somehow. I don't know, but sorry for that little rant, but this seems like a good step for Pokemon right now. We need a win in the Pokemon community. And unfortunately, if there's no Nintendo Direct this week, at least we have this Pokemon Presents to look forward to, so that's pretty cool. And that's on the 27th and on the 28th, you know, that's my birthday. Arguably a cooler day. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this information? Because your opinion matters most. So in the comments below, I would love to hear from you guys. If you made it all the way to this part of the video, if you could do me a favor, call it an early birthday present. Consider joining this community because we have a really cool community over here. So hit a like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'd really appreciate that. And you guys know me, I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.